Welcome to Hotline 21. I'm your host, Bruce Jackson. Today we have a great show for you today. We have the Alderman of the 26th Ward, to my right, and we have Alderman Maldonado.
Yes, sir.
And we have Teresa, an incumbent, vying for the office as well for the 26th Ward. And how are you, Teresa?
I'm doing good. How are
Okay,
you?
very good.
Aspiring.
You never know.
So this is a hot contested race, and you've got a lot of issues that happen with the city, with the mayor, and now happening in the ward. And I want to start with you, Alderman Maldonado, because you are the incumbent. You are the alderman of the 26th Ward. Give me, what are your plans to develop your ward? You've been there for a while. You know what the problems are. What are your plans to improve that ward tonight?
Well, to further improve the ward, I am very much engaged and deeply involved in the more proliferation of affordable housing. Our ward has been under the threat of gentrification, and even though we have the largest number of affordable housing units from any of the surrounding wards in the city to the 26th ward, over 1,200 affordable housing units, is still not enough. In the last 4 years, we have brought in 246 new affordable housing units, including a new development that we just inaugurated last Tuesday for homeless youth on North Avenue and Central Park. In the next 4 years, we are embarked to have a affordable housing boom in the ward. 335 units, all 100% project based between Western and California, and 150 on Cortland and Ridgeway.
Excellent, excellent. Now, Teresa, I'm going to ask you same question. He's been in the office for a while, so he's already got things in play. What would be your plans and how you would develop the 26th Ward?
We keep talking about affordable housing, but the problem is that affordable housing to who? And that's the issue. If you have
Okay, I'm
affordable...
going to pause you for 1 second.
Okay.
We got a caller. Caller, state your question or comment.
Hi, my question is for Alderman Maldonado. I would like to know, how does he see the ward with him being the alderman 4 years from now?
Okay, quickly, can you answer that just quickly, and we can let her finish her statement.
Yes, what I foresee within the next 4 years is the development of 485 new affordable housing units in the 26th ward. Like I said, 335 along Division Street between Western and California, and 150 units on Cortland and Ridgeway.
Thank you, caller. Teresa, go ahead and finish your statement.
Like I was saying, it's affordable housing to who? The issue is that if we keep bringing affordable housing, who's it affordable for? There's many people that I have talked to in the senior buildings that they said that their rent keeps increasing. We know that seniors live on a fixed income. If you're bringing affordable housing, we need to make sure that there's either a control for the rents, and also who is the affordable housing being developed by? Because I keep seeing the same type of people getting the affordable housing and using the TIF money for their own benefit. Another is that we keep using the same construction company for all the affordable housing buildings, and the same not-for-profit developer for these buildings, and that's a huge issue with me. My plans is to not just make affordable housing, but control the rents for those affordable housing, because there's a lot of people that live in the area, long-term residents, that have been pushed out, that need the affordable housing that they cannot sustain in their space right now. That's a huge issue.
I have to agree with her. I mean, affordable housing has to be 100% project-based. And I have been saying that all along. What that means, Teresa, is that the working family head of
Pause you for
household.
1 second. We got another caller. Go ahead, caller. Statement or comment?
Yes, hi. I'm calling regarding low-income housing. How does the Alderman feel about low-income housing and the displacement of some of the low-income housing families within the 26th ward with gentrification on their rise?
Okay, thank you, caller. Go ahead. Give your
Yeah,
quick
I mean,
answer.
the displacement is real. And when you are, and that's why my reaction is, we have brought in at least, we have brought in 246 new affordable housing in these 4 years, and moving forward, we're bringing 485 new affordable housing. And it's true, they have to be affordable in terms of the rent, so that the tenant pays 30% of their income as rent, and 70% is subsidized. And that's the only way that I support affordable housing in the ward. I do not support those gimmicks of affordable housing of big-time developers that they come, out of 100 units, we're going to give you 20% or 10% affordable. That's not maintaining the diversity of our ward. If we are under the threat of gentrification, what we need is the development of affordable housing that it would be 100% project-based.
Thank you, Alderman. Let me ask the next question here. How would you make TIF, and this is, I want you to start off with you, Alderman. How would you make the TIF and SPIF money available to citizens on the west and south side of Chicago?
Yeah, well, I use TIF money, and I support TIF money for very good causes. Affordable housing developers, and SPIF money, we use it for small businesses, and we have brought in millions of dollars into the 26th ward, both on TIF for development, on housing development, but also we have brought in SPIF to the strip on Division Street and Armitage and other areas of the world.
Same question to you,
Okay.
but let me take this caller. Go ahead, caller. Caller, go ahead. Statement or comment?
Yes, it's comments. I think the Alderman is doing a great job, a terrific job when it comes to crime in the 26th ward. We have seen a drastic change within our ward when it comes to crime, and I just want to commend him for the opportunity to be a part of his commander meetings and an opportunity to be helping out with the community.
Thank you, caller. Thank you, caller.
When we're
Teresa.
talking about TIF money, the issue is that you're bringing affordable housing for $4.5 million on Division Street. It's 24 units that's there. The whole entire project is going to be over 11-point-something million dollars. Now, if you do the math on it, it's over the amount of money that is being asked for is astronomical. Second, the only people that I let you talk. The only people that are allowed to take TIF money in that area is only one type of group, and that is it. And that's the problem with our neighborhood and our community. Nobody else is allowed to do anything there except one type of group. We're not being the Puerto Rican agenda. We're not being a united force in the community whatsoever. And you can say whatever you want to say, but like even what happened today. It's just that people are tired of it. People want to be united. You know, we have so many different people at this table. It's not just one type of person there. It's several people
Okay,
there.
I'm going to pause you for 1 second. Caller, go ahead. A statement or comment?
This is a question for Alderman Maldonado, please.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to know what he feels he's done for the school system in his area, and if he does get reelected, what he's going to do for the next 4 years after that.
Thank you, caller. Go ahead, quickly answer that, and we'll go back to Teresa.
Well, when I became alderman in 2009, we only had one level 1 school out of 7 schools at the time. Today, we have 7 schools. Today, we have 11 schools. That was as a result of the redistricting, and also the result that we added 2 high schools in the ward. Out of those, 8 of those 11 schools and high schools, they are today level 1 or level plus 1 plus. So that is an immense progress that we have achieved in education, and that's why I keep saying, I mean, hey, we have crime under control to an extent, and I understand that one shooting is a shooting too much for anybody that lives nearby when a shooting happens or a crime scene happens. But I also believe that
Thank you. We got another caller coming in. Go ahead, caller, statement or comment. Caller, you on the air.
Yes, and thanks for taking the call. And let me commend you, partner. You always have a good show. Thanks for always having that good show. Now I'm addressing both the candidate and Alderman right now. Let me tell you something. I've been living in Chicago a very long time now. Sometimes we have politicians come in and say what they're going to do for the next term that they get in. Never you hear some things before it's time to vote, but when it's time to vote, they'll come in, you say a lot of things. Sometimes we need to hear more of the people who are running against you to let us hear them say what is going on, what needs to be done. Not taking anything away from you, but let the young lady speak. That's all. You had your term in there, and you could probably win, but still, yet and still, give someone a chance to speak. Thanks for taking the call. Like I said, you always have a good show, partner. I enjoy this show with you.
Thank you. Thank you, caller. Thank you. Go ahead, Teresa, finish your thought.
Thank you so much. I know I've done it for the community. I gave $35,000 to Roberto Clemente High School. I gave $5,000 to Noble Elementary School because these schools are defunded. There's issues that are going on in the schools. Some of the schools said that they haven't been able to contact the alderman's office because of certain little issues, such as Cameron Elementary. The principal over there said that we've been trying to contact them, in both you and Walter Burnett, for an issue of drugs being sold by a local gas station and the crime that's being happened over there.
That's not the 26th ward.
No, that's why I said
I'm going to pause you for 1 second. We
26th
got another caller coming in. Go ahead, caller, statement or comment.
I have a statement/comment. I would like the alderman to please explain the special district. A lot of people are opposed to it because they believe their property taxes are going to increase. I don't believe that to be the case, but if he can explain that just to clear all the misconceptions, it would be wonderful.
Thank you, caller. Really quick response to her.
Yes, the special district within the context of Puerto Rico town, yes, is a special district that will be approved in the General Assembly. By law, and it will create a board of stakeholders, not politicians, and it would not require any property tax increase or fees of any kind.
Okay, this is the next question I have for you, and I'm going to start again with you, Alderman Maldonado. How would you help nonprofit organizations to work with the homeless in Chicago or in your ward?
Well, that's a very good question. I am a co-sponsor of an ordinance in the city council that will impose an increase in transfer tax to properties sold for over $1 million by 3.5% the transfer tax. That will raise about $75 million to build homes specifically for the homeless in the city of Chicago. And to me, that's a very good legislation. And we hope that we were hoping to have the support from the administration.
I'm going to go to Teresa's same question. How would you help?
You know, it's great to have the transfer tax and all these taxes, but if we can't get a hold of the corruption that is going on in the city of Chicago, there's no point of keep introducing new things there. I support, like I have done already, businesses having the community come together to make sure that the homelessness ends, and then we need to team up with many of the organizations in the community.
Okay, they just gave me the signal telling me I have to wrap up. Very, very short show, and I'm sorry I'm going to have to bring you guys back. But nonetheless, we're gonna divide the time up in half and half. Why should we vote for you, Alderman Maldonado? And you get the first half, and then we're gonna give the second half to Teresa.
I'm asking for your vote because if you want to, as a working working family head of household. If you want to stay in the 26th ward for years to come, I am your candidate because I am against gentrification. I fight any big-time developer, and I am for,
Thank you, Teresa.
affordable housing.
Chicago needs a change, and we cannot keep having people in the office for many years and just be complacent. I've already done many things in our community, such as bringing up resources for our kids and our youth, taking 340 kids off the street and preventing crime in our area. Not only that, we need to make sure that our voices in City Hall is being heard by every single person, not just one group.
Thank you, Teresa. Thank you, Maldonado.
Thank you, Mr. Jackson.
Thank you.
Thank you.